Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's 6 p.m. here in Cairo. This is Shuru Bakir, and I'll accompany you through the latest development on the national and international arena after the headlines, starting with the details. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi chairs the meeting on petrochemical and mineral industries projects. Humanitarian aid trucks begun entering Karma Abu Salem border, crossing ahead of their entry to the Gaza Strip. And Ukraine and Russia attack each other's territory after latest round of peace talks. Welcome back. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi stressed the importance of projects in the petrochemical and mineral industries fields being implemented by the Ministry of Petroleum and Mineral Resources. He was speaking during a meeting with the Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Transportations and Industry, Lieutenant General Kamel Wazir, and the Ministers of Petroleum and Mineral Resources, as well as the Executive Director of the Environment Affairs Authority. He said such projects add to value to natural and mineral resources in Egypt. He said they also address the needs of the local market as well as exports. ICC gave directions during the meeting for the swift localization of industries related to mineral resources and for attracting investments to this vital sector. He also followed up on the latest developments to industrial projects in Egypt with regards to providing raw materials and providing finances. The meeting also reviewed the efforts to secure partnerships with giant international companies specialized in this field and plans to market in mineral industry products locally and internationally. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on Sunday stressed that all mega national projects should be implemented according to schedule, urging accelerated work to complete the integrated logistical development axes that link production zones to seaports. At a meeting with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli, Minister of Transport and Industry Kamel Wazir, and the Presidential Advisor for Financial Affairs Lieutenant General Ahmed El Shazli, President al-Sisi reviewed progress made in completing transport ministry's projects, including the upgrade of seaports so that they operate at world-class levels and help in transforming Egypt into a hub for world trade and logistics. The meeting also propped railways upgrade projects, including Al Arish, Taba, and several projects which would contribute to the Sinai Peninsula development drive. Foreign Minister Badr Abdel Ati headed to New York today. The top diplomat is to participate in the high-level international conference for the peaceful settlement for the Palestinian cause and the execution of the two-state solutions. The conference is to be held at the United Nations headquarters. The spokesman for the Foreign Ministry said Ambassador Tamim Khalaf stressed that Abdel Ati's participation in the conference represents a historic opportunity to restore international momentum to the Palestinian cause. Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdel Ati said there are terrorist groups propagating lies that Egypt is taking part in Gaza's blockade. He affirmed that the Rafah crossing is opened from the Egyptian side, adding that the Israeli occupation troops occupied the border crossing from the Palestinian side and closed it. Abdel Ati stressed that Egypt resumes its effort to stop aggression on Gaza and send humanitarian aid to the Palestinians. Within the framework of the Egyptian efforts to bring humanitarian aid into Gaza Strip, humanitarian aid trucks have begun entering Karm Abu Salim border, crossing southeast of the Strip. An official source in North Sinai confirmed that many trucks carrying humanitarian and relief aid moved from inside and in front of Rafah land port on Sunday, heading to Karm Abu Salim border crossing in preparations for the entry into the Strip under the supervision of the Egyptian Red Crescent carrying food and medical supplies. On Saturday, 117 aid trucks entered Gaza Strip via Karm Abu Salim and Zakim crossings. Israel declared a tactical pause in fighting in parts of Gaza on Sunday and said it would allow the UN and aid agencies to
Falling debris from destroyed Ukrainian drones disrupted railway power supply and train operations in part of the Volgograd region. The administration of the region in Russia's south said on Sunday that there were no injuries as a result of the attacks. Russia's defense ministry said that its air defense units had destroyed 9 Ukrainian drones over the region. In total, Russia downed 99 drones overnight over 12 Russian regions, the Crimean Peninsula and the Black Sea. Russia's Civil Aviation Authority said that it had suspended flights soon after midnight at the airport in the city of Volgograd, the administrative center of the Volgograd region. The flights had not resumed on Sunday morning. Because of the attack, trains were delayed in parts of the region. The extent of the damage inflicted by the Ukrainian drone attack was not clear. The Russian Defense Ministry reports only how many drones its units destroy, not how many Ukrainian launches. Kyiv has often said that its attacks are in response to Moscow's relentless strikes on Ukraine since Moscow invaded in 2022 and are aimed at destroying infrastructure key to Russia's war efforts.
Welcome back. Minister of Planning, Economic Development and International Cooperation, Rania Al-Mashat, discussed with British Minister of International Development, Baroness Jenny Shapeman, the future of economic trade and investment relations between the two countries in light of the close partnership. On the sidelines of the G20 Development Working Group ministerial meeting in South Africa, Al-Mashat confirmed that the talks addressed ways of joint coordination in international forums to advance efforts to restructure the global financial system, in addition to the proposed efforts to restructure the working mechanisms of the United Nations. She added that the outcomes of the 4th International Conference on Financing for Development in Seville were discussed at all. Al-Mashat pointed out that the two sides expressed their aspiration for the upcoming visit announced by the Office of the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom to Cairo, which will represent a turning point, quality in joint Egyptian-British relations and raising them to strategic partnership. Egypt's stock market indices collectively went up at the start of trading today. The benchmark EGX 30 index jumped 0.28%. The EGX 70 index for small and medium businesses also gained 0.55%, and the broader EGX 100 index added 0.55%.